50s. So, be sure to celebrate your 50th birthday. It marks a new beginning to happiness. When I was in my 30s and 40s, I didn't think about getting or being old. I mostly lived in the present, being busy and trying to live life to the fullest. I did, however, pay attention to living a healthy lifestyle. And in my 4 books on the subject, 3 with an emphasis on developing a good relationship with food and with yourself, I shared some of the lessons I had learned along the way. But they are only a part of the art and joie de vivre. I have the genes to live a great many years, and I want to know how to attack aging so to enjoy it to the fullest. And I know I'm not alone. My friend never dreamed she would live to age 94, and never prepared for the later stages in life the way I will. I'm not thinking so much about living long, but rather about looking good and feeling healthy in the decades ahead. Our world is graying, Europe is aging, America is aging, China and other nations are aging. I am a baby boomer, and a reality is that every day more than 7,000 Americans turn 65. By 2030, 18% of Americans will be senior citizens, up from 12% today. That trend is true for the majority of nations. By 2025, 1/3 of all Japanese will be 65 or older. Because of the reception of my lifestyle books, and perhaps because I was born French, I'm often asked to share my tips on aging gracefully, an expression I do not like. Aging with attitude is what I believe in. As someone with a foot in 2 countries, my native France and adopted America, as well as continuing stops all over the globe, I can sometimes see the advantages and follies of each culture sharply, and share what seems to work well and not so well with other women. Take facelifts and other cosmetic surgery. Cosmetic surgery all over the world is becoming almost a religion, and many people worship at the doctor's office till they are stretched like a too-tight blouse and bear frozen smiles. France, a country devoted to female beauty, and where women of a certain age are models of desire, elegance, and seductiveness, is not the land of facelifts, like South Korea or America, for instance. French women seek a more natural look and feel, opting for creams and scrubs and perhaps a few partake in a little Botox or another filler, and look to what they eat and wear before the surgeon's scalpel. And when they seek a little medical magic, it tends to be liposuction. Cosmetic surgery is not going away, of course. It is going to increase, and I'm not going to fight windmills. Statistics show that Asians, for just one group, are in love with it. Just the way once we have learned to live with air conditioning, 87% of US households have it, and don't look to the off switch, but to more efficiency and a wiser use of climate controls. The people of the world are not going to turn off cosmetic surgery, something that is more than 4,000 years old. But it's not going to make us younger or prolong our lives. It is a part of the holistic picture for some people. I prefer to paint first from the inside out, not from the outside in, as a means for aging with attitude. As one looks at the second half of one's life, it's good to have a plan, a strategy based on knowing thyself, common sense, and a zest for life. For me, it's about being bien dans sa peau, comfortable in one's skin, through all episodes and stages in life. You and I don't have the same genetics, we don't live in the same places, we don't have the same resources, but we can have the same basic attitude, being comfortable in our skin, our own skin. We are all unique, so no plan fits all sizes. Creating your own plan is vital, so you'll have to do some homework nobody can do for you. And a plan